Hello, this is Mary Jo Fox and Mary Matthew, and we'd like to share some information about the mindset for scoring as you start to score your students' assessments. When I'm going to score, one of the things that's important is for me to have the rubrics in front of me. I need to look at the rubrics and the attributes of each of those for each trait. I can't rely on my memory or my intuition. I always have to be thinking about each trait individually and scoring that trait by itself. As I'm trying to look at the rubric, what I always do is I think about that 3 as that middle point on the continuum where my strengths and my weaknesses are even. When I'm reading my paper, then I think, okay, is it a stronger paper? And if it is, then I start looking at those 4s and 5s. Is it a weaker paper? And I start looking at the attributes of the 1s and 2s. One of the things to remember is that you are scoring the writing. You're not assessing the writer. And this is just one performance from that writer.
As you're rating, if a student doesn't appear to write to the prompt, try to do your best job of scoring it anyways. We know sometimes that it may not be a direct match to the prompt, but we still want the students to have an opportunity to receive feedback on their writing. Really, as you're scoring, it's important that you take time to read each paper thoroughly. Don't skim the papers. Once you've read the paper, take a moment, reflect about the paper, look at the rubrics, maybe highlight the rubrics, the places where you feel the scores are most evident from the student's writing. Once you've picked your score, don't dwell on it, move on. If you get stuck, stop and talk to your members of your PLC. As you're scoring, remember you will only award whole points, no half points are given. If you're sitting on the fence, always give students the benefit of the doubt and round up. Also, when thinking about scoring, a 5 paper isn't required to be perfect. Only light editing would be required. And as you're looking at paragraphing, it's in the trait of organization. Give our Olathe students the benefit of the doubt. If you can't decide between a 3 or a 4, again, round up. As between now and April 1st, your students are completing their writing assessments. Once the writing assessment is finished, you need to complete your actual scoring of it. We hope that scoring will happen between April 1st and April 16th. It's a great idea for you and your PLCs even to work on that scoring together. You'll have more information about our district day where you bring your papers and do a second read.